Chris, strat-o-matic Delaware. Next series is a 3-game series, best of 3, between the Kansas City Royals, who were second in the NL West in 1979, and the California Angels, who won the division that year. To see which team's going to go to the American League Championship Series against the Milwaukee Brewers, who nixed the Orioles in 2 games in their best of 3. I had camera orientation off. I've already rolled the top of the first, so I'm just going to read it off to you. Carney Lansford, he actually rolled a 4-8 against Dennis Leonard, starting pitcher for the Royals. Lansford starting at third for the Angels. That was UL Washington. He's rated at a 3, so that was out number 1. Second player at bat was Rod Carew. And Rod Carew, he hit a fly ball to right field. He rolled a 1-8 off his own card, so that was out number 2. Third up with 2 outs was Don Baylor, starting in left field. And he hit a 3-10, as you can see right there. And that was ground ball shortstop, so that ended the top of the first inning. So the Angels will be up in the bottom of the first inning. Starting on the mound for California, Nolan Ryan. Yeah, baby, I love this set. It's got so many of my favorite players from growing up. I absolutely love the 79 card set. Willie Wilson leading off in left field for Kansas City. 6-7 off Ryan's card. Draws a walk. And I've had Willie Wilson in so many strat-o-matic online leagues. This particular card, because left field 1, stealing, 315 average. You know what he's going to do? He's going to be held by California. And Downing is rated at 3, so that's going to take 2 off his steal rating, which is 115, and he's still going to go for second. And he's still going to get it. Willie Wilson is second base. Amos Otis facing Nolan Ryan, none down. And that would be a 2-8 off Otis' own card. Ground ball to shortstop. The A doesn't matter because no runners are forced, so 6-3. All other runners hold. So that's 1 away. Wilson on second. George Brett. I love this card set. George Brett, 1 away. Wilson on second, facing Nolan Ryan. George Brett, Nolan Ryan, Willie Wilson. Jeez. 5-8, that's a strikeout. Nolan Ryan sends Brett down swinging at cheese. Burned one right through his knees, and he went for it. Darrell Porter, catcher, cleanup in the order. 2 down, Wilson on second. That's 6-5 off Ryan's card. Double 111 split. He caught the low split for the single. 2 stars. So Darrell Porter with an RBI single. That scores Wilson from second. So the Royals get 1 across. And this series is starting to go just like the other ones have. I've said the 79 division winners, it really could have gone either way. And we're seeing that. We're seeing some good performances from the second teams. Hal McRae, DH. Darrell Porter on first, 2 down, Nolan Ryan. That is a 2-6 off McRae's card. Pop out to third, end of the inning. And after 1, Kansas City is up 1-0. Chit chat. Let's see if we can't speed this up a little bit. Bobby Grich, second base. 4th in the order. Cleanup for the Angels. 3-5 off his own card. Fly ball left. Out number 1. Dennis Leonard on the mound for the Royals. Willie Mays Aikens, DH for the Angels. 5-8 off Leonard's card. Double 1-4. Not the skinny split. Single 520 with that 19 right there. So Aikens is on first. 1 away. Catcher Brian Downing comes up to the plate. 2-7. Strikeout. Dennis Leonard catches him on the corner. That's 2 away with Aikens on first. Brings up right fielder Dan Ford. Leonard's pitch. 3-4 off Ford's card is a single. No stars, but Willie Mays Aikens is a fat slab, a DH, so he's going to stay on second. Right there, 2 outs. top of the second. Angels trying to make something happen. Center fielder Rick Miller, number 8 in the order. 1-3, ground ball to third. That ends the inning in less than spectacular fashion. No runs going to the bottom of the second. Royals come to the plate. Al Cohen's right fielder, batting number 6, leading off second against Nolan Ryan. And that'll be 4-9 off Ryan's card, ground ball to short. That's going to be Bert Campaneris at a 4 with a 17, and that is a 2-base error. Cohen's is on second. E6. Campaneris just threw that one into the dugout. So put an E next to Campaneris' name. Al Cohen's is on second. Brings up second baseman Frank White. Alright, enough notations. Frank White, Nolan Ryan, none out, man on second. And that is 4-8 off Ryan's card as a strikeout. 1 away. Brings up Pete Lecoq, first baseman for the Royals. 5-4 off Ryan's card, ground ball third, which will be Carney Lansford. Fielding at a 2, looking for a 9. That is out 3. And no runners. 4 other runners advance a base. So that's going to send Cohen's to third. Lansford gets Lecoq going to first. 90 feet away, 2 outs, UL Washington. Last batter in the Royals order against Nolan Ryan. 5-9 off Ryan's card, draws a walk. So 2 men on, 2 outs, Willie Wilson. Six, single 1-2. Nope, that's a line out to third. Ends the inning. Go to the top of the third. KC up by 1. And top of the order for the bottom of the order for the Angels. Bert Campaneris, shortstop, facing Dennis Leonard. I'm getting excited there. I think I moved dice. I'm going to re-roll. 3-9. Campaneris strikes out. I couldn't see what it was, so for me it doesn't matter. I'll be able to tell when the video comes up. Carney Lansford, third baseman. We go to 1 out against Leonard. 4-7 off Leonard's card, strikeout. In and amongst a whole lot of ground ball X rolls. Fortuitous, I would say, for the Royals. Rod Carew batting second, third in the inning, first baseman. 2-8 off his own card, single. So Carew gets a base hit. Third hit of the game for the Angels. Brings up Don Baylor. 2 men out, facing Leonard. Nothing fancy. 5-6 off Leonard's card. Fly ball to right field, into the inning. So we go to the bottom of the third, where Nolan Ryan will face the heart of the Kansas City Royals batting order, Amos Otis, center fielder, going first. 6-7, gets a walk off Ryan. Right off the get-go, Ryan's third walk issued of the game. 1 scored, 1 didn't. And here's a number 3, no outs, bottom of the third, George Brett. 2-3, George Brett draws a walk from Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan getting himself in a particular kind of situation here. Darrell Porter, no out, men at first and second, facing Ryan. That's a 3-6. Single 116, he catches it, but only 1 star. Brett to second. Otis to third. Bases loaded. Brings up DH Hal McRae. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? You just go for it. It's Nolan Ryan. 2-5. Fly ball to center field B. That's going to be long enough to score Otis from third. We'll call that 8. Sack. A little RBI notation. 1 away. Amos Otis scores. George Brett at second. Darrell Porter at first. Al Cohens comes up. 1-7. Misses the skinny homer split. 5 ball to left field B. Runners will hold. 2 outs. That's going to bring up second baseman Frank White. 6-9 off Ryan's card. A walk. Let's load him up again, why don't we? That's his 5th free pass he's issued in the first 3 innings. Brett at third, Porter at second, White on first, Pete Lecoq first baseman. 2 outs, 5-4, ground ball third. It's going to be Lansford at a 2, looking for a 17, and that is out number 3. Angels get out of that one, but they do give up a run to the upstart Royals. Game's still early, but we'll find out what happens. Bobby Grich leading off top of the 4th for the Angels, facing Leonard. 5-9. Fly ball to center for out number 1. DH, Willie Mays Aikens. Willie Aikens, that's all that was ever on his baseball cards. Ground ball to first for out number 2. We'll call that... Yeah, we'll call that Pete Lecoq trots it over himself because Willie Aikens is not that fast. Brian Downing, 2 away, catcher. 1-3 off his own card, ground ball to third. And 1-2-3, go the Angels. At the bottom of the 4th, it is 2-0 Kansas City, UL Washington. Bottom of the order, facing Ryan. 2-6, Ryan gets a strikeout. That's 1 away. A little bit of the familiar Nolan Ryan. Willie Wilson, left fielder. He's walked and scored a run and lined to third. And with a 3-6, he falls victim to Nolan Ryan. Strikeout number 2 of the inning. Amos Otis, center fielder, 2 down. None on, facing Ryan. 6-6 off Ryan's card. Misses the skinny single split. Line out to third. And that is out number 3. After 4, 2-0 Kansas City. Brian Downing leading off. Nope, last batter, last inning. Dan Ford leading off for the Angels. 2-6, ground ball to third for out number 1. Rick Miller, center fielder. 1-7, double 1-6. Nope, he gets a single. 1 out single. Miller is on first. Brings up Bert Campnera, shortstop, facing Leonard. 3-10. Ground ball pitcher A. Doubles up Miller. We'll call that a 1-6-3 inning killer. 4.5 innings, 2-0 KC. George Brett going to lead things off here. Bottom of the 5th against Nolan Ryan. Love those 2 names. 1-7 single for George Brett. So Brett is on first. Catcher Darrell Porter. 4-7 on Ryan's card, strikeout. Now the K's are beginning to pile up. And I can see in the last game that he played, retired 9, someone penciled that in. I might leave that there and keep that going myself. Somebody started it. Strat-o-matic. I'm going to keep it going. So we got 1 down. Brett on first. Hal McRae. 2-7. Ground ball to third. It's a B. So 5-4 forces Brett at second. Fielder's choice for McRae. He's on first with 2 away. Al Cohens. 5-4. Ground ball to third. Ryan's third baseman is Lansford at a 2, looking for a 3 out. No runs scored after 5. California is losing to the Royals 2-0. So here we go, top of the 6th inning. The Angels need to start making something happen now. Carney Lansford, leadoff batter, leading off against Leonard. And that would be a 5-9 fly ball to center field. Out number 1. Second batter in the order, second batter in the inning, Rod Carew against Leonard. It's a 1-7. Ground ball third. Out number 2. And Leonard has had some pretty good control in this game. He's only given up 4 hits so far. No one has gotten past first base. Nobody has gotten past first base so far. No one. Aikens in the second. 2 outs. Don Baylor. 3-10. Ground ball shortstop. End of the inning, and we go to the bottom of the bracket. Frank White, second baseman, leading off against Nolan Ryan, bottom of the 6th. And that is 5-6 off Ryan's card for a strikeout. Nolan Ryan picking up the pace here. Pete Lecoq, first baseman, batting 8th in the order. Against Ryan, 1-7 on his own card, pops up behind second, no problem. For Bobby Gritch, gets underneath it. So that's 2 away. Brings up UL Washington, shortstop, bottom of the order. Against Nolan Ryan. That is a 4-4. Misses the triple split, gets a single. UL Washington's first base hit of the game, his second trip to first base, walked his first time up. Willie Wilson, 2 men out. UL Washington is on first. 4-7 strikeout. Second time he has fallen victim to Ryan. And after 6, Kansas City still holds a slim 2-0 lead. Strikeout tracker for Ryan. He's got 7 Ks so far in the game. Top of the 7th, California Angels, Bobby Gritch leading off. 2-6 off his own card, grounds to third. George Brett makes very easy work of that. Over to Pete Lecoq for out number 1. Willie Aikens, DH. 2-7 off his own card, gets a single. That brings Brian Downing to the plate. Aikens on first, facing Leonard. 5-7, strikes him out. So that's 2 away. Second time he struck out Downing. Brings up right fielder Dan Ford to the plate. Takes a couple of winds up. Swings. Here comes Leonard's pitch. 1-3. Pop out to third. And the Angels are having a very difficult time making anything happen here. Dennis Leonard really seems to have California's number here. We go to the bottom of the 7th at the old ball game. It's me, guys. Amos Otis, second in the order, facing Ryan. 4-7 off Ryan's card is a K. That's K number 8. George Brett, facing Ryan. That's an 18 if it moves. It moved. That was an 18. 3-8. And it was an 18. So single for George Brett. So he was struck out his first time up, drew a walk, and then 2 straight singles. No runs, no RBIs or anything, but he is on first, 1 away. Darryl Porter at the plate. 1-7 and catches the triple split on top. Darryl Porter in with a 3-bagger, drives Brett across the plate. RBI triple for Porter, 1 away, and the Royals get another run. 1 down. Hal McRae, designated hitter. And seeing what's coming up behind him. Well, they're going to pitch to McRae. McRae's not doing anything silly. 1-4, single. Porter comes in. One away, McRae on first. Nolan Ryan. Not getting pulled yet, but he's not doing well. Al Cohen's 5-8 strikeout. And that's why he's striking them out. But, man, what good are strikeouts when your team's down by 4 and you're the one letting the players on? Frank White, second baseman, 2 out, man on first. 3-5, skinny split single missed. Line out to second. So after 7 innings, that is 4-0 Kansas City. So Dennis Leonard stays in the game. No need to take him out. DHs and all. Rick Miller, leading off for the Angels, 2-6, fly ball to right for out number 1. Bergkamp Neris, bottom of the order, facing Dennis Leonard. 3-6 off his own card, misses a skinny single split, line out short. Out number 2. Leadoff batter, third baseman Carney Lansford. The Carney. 6-5 off Leonard's card is fly ball to left. And the Angels just made things very difficult on themselves. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Pete Lecoq going to lead things off for the Royals. Nolan Ryan in the game. 3-10 single. They're keeping an eye on Nolan Ryan. He's got 9 strikeouts so far, but he's given up 4 runs. Quite a few walks. 2 of the walks he's issued have scored. And now they start out bottom of the 8th. Lecoq is on first. UL Washington. Gonna bunt him around. 5. Sacrifice. Batter thrown out by pitcher. Runners advance a base. So 1-3 sack. That happened by batter number 9. Lecoq is at second base. Willie Wilson. You're going to pitch to him. 2-2. Line out at first to as many outs as possible. So we'll call that a 3-6 line out double play to end the inning. Double play. Went to first, so we will say that Garich was covering that direction, and that brought Camp Neris over. So, nothing going for the Royals there. They still hold their 4-run lead. Top of the 9th, it's do or die for the Angels. They've put themselves here, and something needs to happen, but they got the heart of the order, so anything's possible. Rod Carew facing Leonard. That is 3-10. Draws a walk off Dennis Leonard to lead off the top of the 9th. Carew is on first. And now what do? Everyone can hit home runs. Everyone can steal bases. Everyone can base run. What do you do? 9th inning, they're not going to steal any bases. They're still going to hold Rod Carew. 3-7. Baylor grounds Carew at, let's see, okay, third base. So that's going to be a 5-4, getting Carew at second. Fielder's choice for Baylor. 1 away. Baylor at first. Bobby Grich. They're going to hold Baylor. And they're going to take 3 from his running. Because Porter is a 2, so that's 14. And he's still going to steal second. Yes, he is. Baylor is on second base, stolen base. So here we go. Top of the 9th, 1 away. Baylor on second. Bobby Grich against Leonard. 4-6, ground ball second, which would be Frank White at a 1, looking for an 18, out 1. Runners advance a base. So Baylor makes it to third. on the routine play over to Pete Lecoq. Baylor's 90 feet away, but the Angels need a lot more than that. 2 down. Facing Dennis Leonard. Willie Aikens. DH. 1-4. Out of the park. Willie Mays connects. It's a long fly ball. It's deep back. It is going over Amos Otis's head in left center. Home run. Willie Aikens touches them all. And the game is not over yet. 2 runs for the Angels in the top of the 9th. They're still down by 2. It's 4-2 Kansas City. Brian Downing comes up, and there's no need to take Leonard out of the game. He's pitched very well to this point. Brian Downing. 5-6. Fly ball to right field into the game. They scored 2, they scored none. 2, X. So that's it. First game of the best-of-3 series. Kansas City Royals, who were second in the division, defeat the California Angels, who were the first in the division, by a score of 4-2. Next game is going to be at California, so we'll see you there.